We've all heard it so many times. How do I build rapport? I mean, you've obviously thought about that, and no doubt you're already skilled at it. But when it comes to this notion of how do you build rapport with an audience really quickly, again, as we like to always do, we break it down to just 4 steps. In this case, what we suggest are the following. First of all, deformalize. Now, I don't know if that's exactly a word, but what we mean by this is when people are too rigid and formal, it already creates a divide, it creates a gap. We use the word relaxed aliveness to describe this a lot. So there's a real sense of comfort, there's an ease, just in the way, in the manner that you convey yourself. So we're not starting with that formal stiffness or self-conscious sense of tightness that some people have when they start, right? So that relaxed aliveness, deformalized. Secondly, break convention. Don't go straight to a lectern, or don't start in the conventional usual way of good morning and welcome, thanks very much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. I know how busy you are. This is what everyone expects. It's the same old script being recycled. So you can start with a question, start with something a little out of the ordinary. It could be a simple acknowledgement of someone in the room. But there's already a natural ease, and there is what we call pattern interrupt. You're not applying convention. Thirdly, it seems so obvious, look at your audience. Rapport is about relationship. And if you relate, you connect. And the eyes are the real dynamic exchange that can really facilitate that connection early on. We see too many presenters looking at the floor, or looking almost vaguing out about here because they're trying to remember stuff. Really look at the audience, not sweeps, not just scans, but you're consciously looking in people's eyes, connecting to where they are. This sets up what we call the law of reciprocation. As you give, so you receive. As you give, so you receive. The 4th step is something we encourage really early on. Start somewhere early in your piece with a question. And it could be, could I just find out about something? Could I just check in? Can I just ask? Can I find out? Can I check in? Can I just ask? Is setting up permission to ask a question. And it doesn't really matter what the question is, as long as you're eliciting some sort of response. If you want a show of hands, then demonstrate it. So how many of you, so you raise your hand, this will allow them to respond by mirroring or responding by copying what you do. But if your hands are clasped in front of you, you can go, so how many of you are finding a lot of change happening lately? They won't respond physically because you are not giving them the cue. So this idea of deformalizing, breaking or interrupting the pattern, making eye contact with your audience and connecting really with conscious intent, and getting a question and an exchange happening early facilitates an environment where rapport will be guaranteed.